Now is your time to flame.
All right. What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to the 13th floor, where the furniture isn't always the best, but the views are amazing. I am your moderator today. It's the beloved intern, as you all know. No, I think I appreciate that roar. Art, what's going on, man? How we doing today?
Oh man, everything is well. I'm excited. Christmas is over. Kwanzaa is finishing, I think, today or yesterday. Yep. So it's pretty cool. And just excited. My boy is finally saying daddy and talking to me, not just saying it in the room. So it's pretty cool. So I'm excited. I'm happy.
We all know how you feel about Hanukkah.
Hanukkah's cool. The gifts are suspect, but the holiday is cool.
Moving right along. What's going on, Fresh? How we living, baby?
Fresh K, baby. Had to put on my D'Angelo, represent this Andre 3000 out here. I was telling y'all I celebrate Festivus like the rest of us. Y'all know about that. You need to know that's that Seinfeld classic.
Yeah, Festivus. Where's that stick?
BJ, how we doing?
What's going on? Man? Everything's good, man. Happy New Year to everybody. Glad to be here. Let's get this thing cracking for the 2018, baby.
We're about to get snap, crackling, popping.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Deacon Rubra. What's going on, man? How we doing, Mike?
Doing well. Happy New Year, everybody. Merry Christmas and all that good stuff. 2018 gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be phenomenal. You already know my word, phenomenal.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So what everybody do for the New Year's now? How we bring in the New Year's or the New Year? I always got is it New Year or New Year's?
Happy New Year.
If you say New Year's Day, you put that years.
Oh,
but
okay. So
if you just say New Year's, then yeah.
2018. You're not celebrating 2018, 2019.
Well, you could have
new. Yeah.
Well, no, the whole thing is apostrophe. That's a possessive. Here comes the teacher now. That's possessive, man. It's New Year's Day because the day belongs to the new year.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Happy New Year. When people write that,
every day be New Year's Day?
No, you get one New Year's Day.
You just get one.
You get one. That's literally the New Year's Day.
2018.
The first day of the new year, yes.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, okay. All right, how everybody bring in their new year? Thank you for that clarification, BJ.
There we go.
Go ahead. Start off. No, go ahead, start off.
So one of the things we've done for the last few years, and I guess we'll continue to do because we got kind of dug a hole for ourselves. We take all the cousins, the kids, like 16, 17 below, and we've had them for like last 5 years straight. So all the kids know that New Year's Eve they're coming to Uncle BJ and Aunt Gina's house, cousin BJ, whoever we are to them, and we just kick it here. I'll shoot the video over to Ian later on. So I'll give you a snapshot of what my house looked like at midnight. It was kind of crazy. So check out the snapshot in just a second.
Man, that seems quite festive. We did nothing. We having the two boys here, they were down by 9 o'clock. Mommy and Daddy had a bottle of wine. And
was that by 10?
We made it. We made New Year's this year. Last year was different. This year we made it through. We had a bottle of wine, and we just watched Steve Harvey. That was. Oh man, you didn't see? Jacket? I watched that Fox thing the whole time, and it was worth it. Like if you hadn't seen it, it was the way he was talking, who he was talking to, how he was making jokes, and no one got it. They couldn't hear him because the Big Show was behind him, so he was a little further up. So you could hear like Mariah Carey was performing. You can hear it in the background on his. It was bad. It was just they should have not done it. But it was enjoyable. So I got to make jokes, and that made my New Year's Eve, New Year's Day.
Hey, I was like some old people around here. We were asleep at about 9 o'clock. We had just driven back from Ohio, so it was crazy. It was cold. The family was sick. And by 9 o'clock, lights were out. So we all woke up at 9:30 the next morning and said, Happy New Year. It was done. It was done.
That's nice.
What you got first?
Man, it was a solemn family time. I actually got a little fender bender on a way to a New Year's Eve event. Nothing serious, nothing.
Not the Genesis.
But I actually wasn't Genesis. It was Wifey's car.
Then we're good. We cool.
That's what's up, man.
It's pretty much spray paint type stuff, but wound up letting that be a call to what was the I don't know how many of us really truly enjoyed 2017. It's definitely low on my ranking of great years. So I think it was just time for a nightcap. Went ahead and had to bring it home and had just a family time of reflection and just brought it in pretty solemn. But we're reinvigorated, ready for 2018. This year's gonna be amazing, as Jay would say. But man, it's time to get it. We're excited.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
What did you do?
What the young boy do? What the young boy do?
I was in bed by like 7:30.
You can't be in bed by 30. I'm older than you, man. I go to bed later.
We lived through you, Jay. You must be out there going crazy, going buck wild, butt naked, walking through the streets.
I got a wife and 3 kids. You got to be up.
I just hung out with some friends. Just brought in New Year. Me and my homegirl Zay and a couple of some other friends just got together, hung out, brought in New Year, reflected, as my man Fresh said. The best and worst moment of 2017, and then planning on making 2018 phenomenal.
Ooh, what was your best and worst since you brought it up?
Oh, okay, no doubt. No, we're going around the table then. Look, I hope y'all ready. Get ready. Best and worst. The best, I would say 2017 was my girlfriend Kristen. Definitely us getting together and moving forward. Yeah, hey, what I mean.
Throw them hearts up there. Throw some hearts.
Where's the Instagram filter at for this right here?
Right.
On my square. But no, definitely, and without a doubt, the worst of 2017 is that I lost my mom. That hit on so many levels, but it definitely brought pain, but joy on the outside as well. So that was the best and worst for my 2017. What you got, BJ?
I had to say I'll start out with the worst first. We lost a whole lot of brothers this year, man. We lost a whole lot of people in general, but lost close fam. Unexpected. A lot of everybody unexpected. Just put life in a reflective mode. That we really need to look out for each other and just live each day to the fullest. Man, I know we always say it and it sounds cliche sometimes, but don't take things for take every day for what it is and enjoy it, live it, and just tell everybody that you love them, man, you appreciate them, and that because you might not get the chance tomorrow, whether it's for you or for them. But you may just change somebody's life with that. I guess the best thing was that we were blessed enough to be able to purchase a house this past year. So it was and I tell you what, about a year ago, before we started looking, man, things were looking like it was not going to happen this year at all. And then, like I said, we've been blessed. And things came together about this time last year, a couple of days after New Year. And then everything kind of fell in place. And by the end of March, we were closing, man.
I would have followed them footsteps, brother.
Hey.
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Broward County neighbor.
That'd be interesting going down there. Worse for me, I think my oldest daughter didn't make the basketball team this year. She's a senior. So it caused a lot of reflection on the reasons for the move because we had to stay in Ohio, no question, because she had been playing on the team since she was in 6th grade. So last year was her first year here in New Jersey. She made the team, but did not make the team as a senior and not have that opportunity. That sucked. Best was definitely the 20-year anniversary with me and the wifey. So that going forward.
Congrats, man. Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah.
We just spreading the love.
We always do this thing on the anniversary where we add up the days and hours and minutes and seconds and it gets
Please, any significant other out there, please don't make that.
I'm gonna cut this part out.
So that number had a few more commas than you could kind of calculate in your head, but it was good.
Future. Let's F us some commas.
So I'm asking a question because it's not for a particular reason. So is that 20 years together or 20 years married?
20 years married.
20 years married. So
Crazy for those who know the story. We met Valentine's Day in '97, got married November 20th in '97.
Wow.
For those that
he knew what he wanted. That's what's
exactly. For those that know, including Kay, because he was the one I dropped off when I said I'm going to have lunch with the wife, and came back and picked him up after lunch and said we married. So, yeah, when I first saw her, I told everybody I'm going to get married, and 20 years later, we here.
Awesome, man.
That's great
That's
stuff.
what's up.
Thanks for ruining all our stories. Next, go ahead, Art.
Nope. I don't want to follow that. No, so my best is 17 was the birth of Lorenze. That was a really cool thing. He
Prince Ace.
Yes.
came out happy and everything was healthy. So I was excited for that and still am. Worst thing, yeah, I guess it was just the loss of our brothers. I didn't have anything big happen other than that. That was my big like, oh man moment. But to celebrate him was really cool. So it was a mixed emotion because I really got a chance to see people I hadn't seen for years, and that brought up a really cool like mid 17, and then start off with the Renze. So it's been good, and 18 be better. Hopefully, everyone is doing well, and we can take 18 without any losses. But take it just wins.
Definitely death. The death of Obang, probably my closest friend, as far as like a close friend to pass, somebody who I interacted with, all the time. That was probably the first time in my life I've ever had somebody that close, die that suddenly. And so that definitely was by far the worst thing. But I feel just like Art said, the camaraderie behind it afterwards, seeing how everybody pulled together, seeing people being able to start doing that reflection and being thankful for the friendships and the family that you do have was awesome. Definitely by far the best thing that happened to me was my introduction into cryptocurrency. I've definitely been extremely excited with the growth that I've already experienced in it, but just really the opportunity and that even right now that I think it's about 5 years old, 5 to 8 years old, depending who you ask. I think 2010, allegedly, Bitcoin was created. That seriously, it even with it being created in 2010, right now we are still pioneers. There's only 1% of the world's population has any clue or care about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And there's a lot of opportunity space, a lot of cool things that are going on. And I'm just honestly very excited to be participating in it, learning more about it and growing it.
No diggity, no doubt. No diggity. Check my man out. Crypto name Fresh on IG.
Yes.
And where we at?
Crypto with Fresh, everything else. We got a Facebook group. You can check me on YouTube. I've been getting into this new app called Anchor FM. So it's kind of like your own personal radio station. I got a new today's takes that's going to be going up later on tonight. But I really like that app. It's a pretty cool way for me to be a little more rapid pace. Cryptocurrency is a very fast moving industry. And so being able to push out messages at a quicker pace as I'm getting things has really been beneficial. So I definitely want people to go ahead and download the Anchor app, Anchor FM. Check me out, Crypto with Fresh. We out.
Okay, let's make it happen. Is it just me, or I just feel like 2018 is just everybody own it in 2018? Like everybody was like, I feel like 2017 was the preparation year, and everybody coming out with like 2018, we about to make it happen.
This what happened. This will definitely happen. You got all the way until like February 13th
Yeah, I'm about to say
Everyone's
this.
like, yeah. And then like
Everybody, you can go to the gym right now, and that thing is packed up, and people are
Clark got it down to a science.
fired up, and oh yeah, you know this new me. I'm gonna lose that 50 pounds that I've been talking about for the past 4 New Years. It's finally happening now that it is what it is.
No doubt.
It's human nature that stuff like that happen. But I mean, if you stay focused and determined and keep that in the forefront of what you're trying to do, you can make it happen. But you have to push for it. If you let life get it, because that's what life will do. Whenever you put positive energy out there, that negative force is gonna try to counterbalance it, man. You gotta keep pushing.
And I think it's something we spoke
that we. Good.
Well, I was gonna say, I think it's something we spoke about numerous times is the fact that stop making these New Year's changes and make life changes. Don't let it have based on the first day of the new year or New Year's Day. That be what is the third
apostrophe.
Oh yeah, exactly. That is gonna be. I gotta wait to that. No, do it today and do it every day. If you follow me on my regular Instagram, Very Fresh, I always when I'm getting up in the morning, I go and do these are light workouts, but just doing something. I try to tell people just doing something. You don't have to. Too many people get caught up in saying I have to go to the gym. And there are a billion things that you can do at your house and just do them in a quick 15 to 30 minutes without wasting the 2 hours that you try to get ready, get into the gym and find your headphones and get this water bottle and have all of that and got to have the right shorts on and all of it. Like I get up and I get it. I just go ahead. It's not always easy, but it's easier than trying to act like I'm going to take myself somewhere else. When I know all I have to do is get to the garage, it's harder to demotivate myself and a lot easier to motivate myself, and so I can stay fresh faded.
No doubt.
Preach, brother, preach.
I think that, man, like at the end of the day, something's better than nothing. So like I'll try to get to the gym and I'll try to have like 45 minutes to an hour, but sometimes either I wake up late or I got to go in a little earlier than planned and I may only get 30 minutes. Well, I can run 1.5 miles, 2 miles in less than 30 minutes. So, that right there is better than not getting exercise in at all. But what do y'all say to the people who are like the New Year's resolution Grinch? You know how everybody because there's certain people out there like, oh, you ain't gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's 28 New Year, new you. Yeah, okay. What do y'all say to those people? Because I think a lot of times there are people out there that really want to make this year their year, but it's hard to listen to yourself when you got that coming in, especially that outside influence. What would y'all say to those or to the people that's trying to listen to that self?
Those are the same negative folks that you need to get out of your life and not listen to. And if they're part of your inner circle, then maybe you need to reevaluate your inner circle. And that's not and I'll be the first one to tell you that may be family, it may be somebody you've been friends with for years. But at some point in time, if they're bringing negativity, it might be. So when I say, and I'm not saying go get divorced. I'm saying you need to create a no negative vibe zone. Yeah. And when they come, either learn to block that out or put some space in between you, because that negativity is going to feed into you. So until you can do that, it's always going to be there clamoring in your ear.
Vaughn and I had that conversation. We were talking about all the things that you do, the black eyed peas, the pig feet, the man walking through the door, people don't want to wash clothes. And I never thought of shit because you're washing people out of your life. And my first thought was some people need to get washed out.
Truth.
Clean up a little bit. They need to go.
Facts.
Wash clothes all day. Get them all out.
Exactly.
Real. I mean, at the end of the day, life is not long enough for you to deal with negativity in it. You should always be pushing yourself towards as much positivity, encouragement, and enlightenment that you can get to deal with, anything less. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at the end of the day.
No doubt. Yeah, but something that y'all said with the whole family and spouse, that's crazy. And that's a whole nother level. I was just talking about people on your timeline. But
it's always family. Family's always the one that's like, oh, it's a cool idea, but you should. Yeah, I don't know.
People,
and they don't know any better. They think they're doing the best thing for you, but
a lot of people think
People don't know what they don't know.
exactly.
and what it is that people like they've never done it, and like or they
Exactly.
agree that they can't do it, so they don't want you to go through the pain.
yeah,
Right.
the pain, the fear.
Mhm.
It's you cannot allow, you evolve over time. Sometimes you evolve faster than the people that are in your circle that allows you, creates a need for you to go ahead and move on. And so that's, and this can happen across the board. Like I said, it could be family, it can be your spouse, your significant other, that over time you guys have grown into different lanes, but it's because you guys have evolved in different paths. I know plenty of people who are one very business oriented person and the other one's very hood, ghetto oriented, and that over time
Ghetto oriented.
I'll keep that
over
together.
time it's just like, no, it can't work. We just are on two different playing fields. That's life, and there's nothing wrong with being able to amicably separate and understand that, hey, we're moving on for the better, especially if there are kids involved. I know we're getting way to another subject, but at the same time, like I said, it's about making sure you're pushing positivity in your life. Now, that doesn't mean that if your spouse is trying to help you be better and letting you know something like, hey, yo, I really don't think you being a 38-year-old who sits on the couch playing video games and thinking that you're going to become some video game champion is necessarily the focus you should have right now. And that's trying to help you, that's a different thing. So you also have to be able to do that self-evaluation on, okay, are they trying to help me evolve in discouraging my juvenile activities per se, or are they really trying to, push me down and not letting me, try to achieve my dream or live my best life?
Be the Call of Duty champion.
Exactly.
That's a legit thing. People
It is, but it's a big field, and people on top, totally different people on the bottom. Watch playing.
I used to work with, I ain't even know he was a regular dude. He was a millionaire. He won a Halo championship, $1 million. I was like, wow.
There it is.
Just like that.
I was like, can I shake your hand? You know what I mean?
Don't touch them.
Whatever.
This is the magic. This is what I do.
He don't even care. He's like,
I have
yo,
insurance policy on these. No.
We're grinding every day. They win $1 million on Halo.
Hey man, listen. Somebody's grind, different grind.
Show me that
Man,
path.
go forward anyway. And then, like you said, like Fresh said, you have to evaluate yourself and knowing whether or not if they're trying to help you or if they're really just trying to hinder you. And that really comes from that self-reflection and knowing, like BJ said, who's in your inner circle and if they should be there, if they shouldn't. You gotta watch them bad boys out, man. You gotta watch them.
Before you get off of the New Year's resolution process, I just want to put out there that for the last 5 years, I've been trying to gain 5 pounds.
Gain?
5 years, yeah. 5 years of going to the gym, getting muscle, and I cannot pass the 220 mark. 220.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'm gonna. Gain 5 pounds.
We're going for year number 6.
No, I'm getting it this year.
Oh, okay.
This year.
It's gonna happen, brother. It's gonna happen.
Either I'm gonna lose a 5 or I'm gonna gain a 5. I'm getting a 5 somewhere.
5 over 10, 10 over 20. You're gonna be stacking them up.
Ain't mad at you, man. Ain't mad. But just out of curiosity, why is the goal to get 5?
I just try to get 225, and Ian, you know this from way back when I was in my 225 is my number forever, but I've never gotten it. What up? I've never gotten a 225. Trying my hardest. 223, 218, nothing. Just
really
can't
sad.
break the mark.
World, I've been to 225. I've seen it.
Yeah, I'm trying to drop from 225 back down to about 200.
It ain't that amazing. It ain't fantastic.
Right? Ain't nothing special going on up there.
Ain't nothing cool going on over
But see, Art got the height with it though, so it does.
That's
225 of Art don't sit the same
Exactly.
as on me. Well, I'm 5'10".
Yeah, exactly. I'm 5'10" on a good day.
I'm about to say No, I'm about to say that's a good problem to have. You struggling to gain weight, I guess. You know what I mean? My whole life, I just struggle to lose that bad. That's a different. I can't help you with that arena. That's a different fight.
It's crazy. But that's it. That's all I want to say. It's pretty out there. You guys send me some good energy. Send me some good energy
Thanks
from
a
everywhere
lot.
around.
Right.
I need that.
We appreciate
I'll check back in 6 months and we'll drop in a number and see where we're
We're
at.
be waiting. So
We'll check back once a month. We're gonna pull that back up.
June of 2018, check in, see where Art at. See if you gained 5, see if you gained 2, lost 3. see where he at.
Yep.
But
There we go, man.
yeah, man, yeah. I mean, you know, that was.
I got nothing, but I got my corner ready for you if you want to jump into that.
yeah, let's
I mean,
jump
I
to the
think-
Arts Corner, bro.
I think that was a good little segue into there.
So my corner this week is going to be buy great books, even if you don't read them, because people come over the house, they see things. Assumptions mean a lot. So if you have big books in your shelves, the assumption will be, and you make it conversations that could teach you things that you didn't know about the books you have on your shelves, which could cause you to go back and read the books on your shelves. So it's a full circle,
Look
and
at
you can
this
pass
guy.
it down.
Look at this guy dropping
There it
bread.
is.
Daily bread for you all. Yes.
English major can teach you how to skim through them too.
There you
Make
go.
wanna do something, even if somebody look at it, make you want to do something. You under the scope at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Buy books, ladies and gentlemen. Buy books. Read, or look like you're reading. It'll make you want to read it.
Exactly.
Starbucks.
I do not personally endorse that statement, but
Don't say no, dude.
Have it
Hey,
open.
don't say. Read the fit.
yo, but I can't say from I had been back in school for the last 2.5 years. I finished in May. I went back and did another certification. Like, it took me 2.5 years. This is the first time over the Christmas break I picked up a book for my personal pleasure this time, and not really anything that I had to read. I just sat down and got back into the zone of science fiction, and I couldn't put it down for like a day straight. I mean, I'm still reading it, but like I had shed off reading it again. Like, I'm not reading nothing else right now. I need a mental break. Like, all that crap is in here somewhere and it's just dying to get out. I like to push it back, do something for fun. So it was a good time. The kids wanted to go to the pool the other day. I took them in the pool and I sat by the pool and just read.
To the pool. Oh yeah, y'all in
The
Florida.
pool.
That's right. Yes.
Another day.
Yes,
Pool. Just
That's
rubbing
what we
it.
do, baby.
I almost didn't make
Probably.
the podcast tonight because I was like, it's too cold to go in the basement. I almost didn't make it.
Just rubbing it.
My pool is
Rubbing
frozen.
it in.
It's cold right now. It's like 69 degrees.
Yeah.
I had to put
It's
a
like
sweatshirt on the day. It
7.
was like 63, you know.
Somebody stop his video.
Right, exactly. But that's that Florida cold where you bring out fur jackets when it gets 60. It's like, oh, bring out the fur.
That's what's so
Like,
crazy.
what?
Like,
How do you own that? Why do you have that?
and it doesn't feel the same as like 63 down in Florida is
That ocean breeze.
43
Different.
up north.
Yeah.
Like it
I
doesn't
know.
matter.
I remember.
It feels colder. It like is frigid, and you are confused as to why. Hold on, I didn't sign up for
Like,
this.
my dog didn't even want to go outside this morning. And he looked at me like, what?
Hey,
But the funny part is that people still, the Floridians still wear a heavy jacket and flip flops. Get it together.
Girls who wear freaking a huge jacket and booty shorts and a tank top.
Yeah, man, I'm
Get it
sitting
together.
I'm staring at 16 degrees outside right
Yes.
We were
Yeah,
watching.
you're
You keep
16. You're
staring.
warmer than me.
Right.
I'm at 7.
Yes, sir.
Keep staring and let me know how that feels for you. We may go to the pool tomorrow. I'll let you know how that goes too.
Appreciate it. Let me know how later through you.
Yeah. So that statement about the gym,
Don't care.
that was serious.
Flight times to get out of cold.
So that makes your whole
Got in unexpected storms and been like, hey, I need to get out ASAP.
Exactly.
Smoke. I've flown on Spirit to get out of cold. Real. Real.
Serious, not where it's at.
No, don't you ever.
Okay. I ain't never did it. I ain't looking
That wasn't a warning. That was a threat.
So I will
You
say,
fly Spirit, you kicked off this show.
yeah, I will say, JetBlue, it was surprisingly nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
nah,
they are.
I do all the time.
Yeah.
Right. They got the
I'm
direct
almost
TV in the back
on
seat.
JetBlue. Shouts to JetBlue. We would love your sponsorship. Please.
Oh, yes, we would.
You fly with JetBlue, baby.
Yes,
Spirit,
dude.
shove it.
Frontier close cousin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Frontier's right there. The thing
Yeah,
about
really.
Spirit, Jay, is that their seats don't recline.
What? They
Exactly.
do. You just gotta pay $10 for it.
What
There's only 5 of them though that do that.
what year are we in, bro?
That
You
Yeah.
can't. Do they got at least TVs or some type of?
TVs.
I heard there's supposed to be a new airline opening where they're not going to have seats. Like you could stand up on the plane.
Right.
2 hours?
Man, listen, what was that movie? What was that movie that Snoop is in? Soul Plane.
Soul Plane.
Where they had their one section where they were just
whole
up
section.
drinking.
That was a whole nother
Party
party.
and vibe.
Let me see.
Yeah, I refuse to watch that movie. I swear, but I refuse to
For the
watch that
culture,
movie.
DJ. You
Yeah.
gotta watch,
Oh,
you gotta
cool.
watch
That's-
Soul Plane.
That's counterculture. That's counterculture.
Snakes on the plane.
Oh man.
Man.
Wow. Mm-mm-mm.
Yo, real quick, we coming your way first, but I heard that the inventor or founder of Uber is supposed to be creating some underground system for like where you sit in a pod and
It's
like,
called the
you start-
Hyperloop. It's
The Hyperloop. Yeah.
It is
Is that real?
happening. It's gonna be
Like you can get from like Virginia
Amazing.
to California in like 2 hours or something
Yes.
crazy like that.
Yes, they are already testing in Texas. It is going down. They are also the same ones that are bringing you whatever X, but pretty much the ability to travel in space. Elon Musk wants to
Yeah.
first person on Mars and wants to be able to set up the first real like life habitat there on Mars for us to be able to travel back and forth. A big thing that happened in 2017 is they had the first launch of a recycled rocket. So the first time that a rocket's been able to be reused, and so that it cut down the cost of space travel by billions of dollars.
Billions. That's
So
big
not
time.
only are you gonna take me to Mars, you're gonna take me to Mars in a used rocket. I can't even get a new one.
The Pinto of spaceships.
Right.
The Pinto.
I feel like you won't travel over water in an airplane, so I just feel like you can't really like.
Exactly. I'm here.
You ain't going.
I'm about to give me some ammunition. I'll be the last one here fighting the zombies because everybody else gonna be gone.
I am legend.
Another company actually though said that they are starting this year for $75,000. You can ride the stratosphere, so go up into outer space and like hover over the stratosphere of the world,
That ain't bad. For
and
75
truly
grand.
identify and prove how round the world is.
Yeah, for 75 grand, that ain't bad. You might want to take advantage of that.
So when you taking us?
Nah, I ain't got it.
Come on,
Hey,
New Jersey Powerball.
I will say when I get it,
Powerball.
when I get it,
Powerball.
it'll happen. Give me that Christmas Thompson contract and get a
I
couple
would
rebounds.
love to take that trip. Facts.
Mhm.
That'd be
Life
actually,
Right. In the grand scheme of money, that's cheap.
Yeah.
definitely.
Very cheap. To go to the stratosphere, that's cheap.
I mean, you can go to Stratosphere in Vegas for no
Nah, there you go.
$9.
Like
May cost you 75 grand to go there too.
Like, let me weigh my options.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Take it down there with the Elvis dudes. Mm.
But we gonna get out of here, man. What you got for us? Crypto Fresh.
Crypto Fresh. So this week, let's talk about wallets. So in dealing with cryptocurrency, there is a whole bunch of different types of wallets that you can get. It's always about making sure that you secure the currency. You will wind up purchasing currency from different exchanges, your Coinbase, your Binance, your Bittrex, whatever, what have you. Of course, can get more of that information on my website. But when you're purchasing, you want to make sure that you are storing your currency in secure wallets. They might be computer-based, they might be mobile-based, they might be USB hardware-based, but either way, make sure you are removing them from the exchange, putting them in a wallet that is secure. I'm talking about Google authenticated, double password protected. If you can, get the finger scanner, all that good stuff, and make sure that you are protecting that cash, because cryptocurrency is the future, but it's also easily hackable. Well, I won't say easily hackable, but it's easily hackable if you are not mindful of your stuff. People are definitely very aware in knowing that it is out there. And so if you are somebody who's talking about it, there's the potential of somebody watching and wanting to potentially get your cash or your cryptocurrency, your crypto cash. So this week's, crypto with Fresh take home, make sure your wallet, you got it, period.
What's a good just one random one that you think is a good one? I know there's many out there.
Well, there's many. It really depends on when you're talking about wallets. There are some that are multi-currency. So something like the Exodus wallet is one that I have. That is a computer software-based wallet that allows for multiple currencies. So you can have like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Dash, all of these wonderful different currencies within the one wallet. It's password protected, of course, backed up. And all that other good stuff. I also have what's called a nano ledger. That is a USB-based encrypted wallet that is, able to be removed from my computer that is not connected to online. So, of course, that is a lot more secure than the Exodus wallet. So, two wallets that I would recommend, depending on the currency that you have, are the nano ledger is the most secure, and the Exodus is definitely right there up on the list, but that is based on your computer. But again, make sure to check your currency and that the wallet that you're checking out can actually be able to hold that currency, because many of the altcoins are, only based off of their own wallets.
Preach, brother.
There it is. Appreciate that nugget.
Ain't up on it. You're gonna be having paper.
You don't have crypto.
5 years.
I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just, giving you guys my crypto journey. But let me tell you, the ride has been amazing. And it's intriguing. It's fun. I definitely encourage y'all to do their research and jump in the whip. I got plenty of room. We out here getting it.
Let's make it happen. 2018. Let's make it happen. I'm a hone in my personal Carol.
Yes.
Is that Carol or not? I want to talk to some of you out there who
You got that.
So today we talked about
no, guys, but like we hit on some great topics, but definitely listen. I don't know what goals you have for 2018. I don't know what you set out for yourself, but just know that at the end of the day, you can make it happen. Like the person who have whatever it is you want, they're human just like you're human, right? They breathe air, they need water, they rely on food, they rely on clothing, just like you rely on all these things. They have resources like you have resources, whether you believe it or not. They have time just like you have time. But the only thing is, guys, they handle it and construct things differently, right? So all you have to do is make that shift. And it's really just a shift. It's really not, they're not doing anything crazy that you can't do. It's a shift that you have to make. But once you make it, the world is yours. So make 2018 phenomenal.
Boom. I'm going to drop a bomb right there.
I appreciate
And may phenomenal puff up for the smoke.
Right.
But there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Once my inner Brett. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for hanging outside with us on the 13th floor, where the furniture isn't always the best, but the views are
A51.
A couple years ago, all had the dance floor with the start of something good.
Overtime to flash.